My camera's still working, so I've got one ordered, but anyway, I'm gonna make the most of it here. I had no plan to make a watering hole here, but when the pigs or goats or whatever, when they upend that tub, the water stays there. I haven't even enhanced it with my shovel yet, but I'm gradually getting a little pond. I just filled it, as you can see. Now it's bone dry. I mean, the ground on the surface is bone dry, so this is of great interest to the animals. All right, I'm going to go film that, and I may not shut my camera off. That roof already looks slightly better. I'll probably be up there this afternoon soon, and I think I'll be able to take my truck out from under there. We might get rain tomorrow, I don't know, but I thought I'd show you that there is improvement going on. I don't get it. Sometimes my camera works and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, 2 o'clock is the hour of the beginning of the Gasthaus Soiree, and the pigs, they immediately go for shell corn that I put out, and also meat goat, they call it, a kind of a goat feed. They go for that, but once that's cleaned up, then they come in here and get to work on this manure pack. Now this morning, I took 2.5 wheelbarrows out of what they had dug up. That was from basically 2 days that I hadn't removed anything. I don't know what it is that's so tasty about it, but they're picky, you know, they leave a lot behind. But in the process of all this gnawing and eating and stuff, they're ripping that up, which is a lot easier for me than for me to do it with a pick or a mattock. So, although I don't know if I'll ever understand it, you know, old, young, tiny, there's something in there they really like. And another thing I did is I've taken the picked through hay. I haven't done that in maybe 4 days, 5 days. I took a lot of the picked through hay and laid it there to keep leveling that floor area. You know, I lifted up the plywood rugs, is what I'm calling them. Here's a lot of them right here, the small ones. I swept them off and then lifted them up to make sure the pigs could have access if there was anything in there that they wanted. So anyway, it's kind of a laid-back, pleasant arrangement. Now this time I'm going to see if I can not turn the camera off and go upstairs and show you a little bit up there. Okay, camera's still filming. Here's what I did yesterday, that was Sunday. I laid those 4, what are they, 3x6s spliced pretty much across there. I wouldn't dare stand in the middle of them for sure, but I laid them across there. I could work off the bed of the pickup truck to do that. And what I'm going to do, my plan for today, is to lay some boards, pine boards, across them so that I'll have a decent place to stand while I tear the top part off. But they're weak enough in the middle because of that long span that I'll put temporary posts underneath them whenever I'm up there. And now for that, I'm going to take the pickup truck back out because once I've got those boards up there, I think it will have fulfilled its purpose. So I'm real hesitant to turn my camera off because I don't think I can turn it back on. But so that's kind of what's going on. Maybe I could just give a little bit of a review. I plan for a winding stair to come up through that bay and go right up where that roof is. And that roof, those empty rafters there, that's going to stay pretty much where it is. It'll look like this. I have the metal to put back on. That I can very easily do. The hard part is this part up there. All right, so now this area is to be my classroom. And I have for that purpose a pump reed piano there, various things I've gathered up here. I've explained about this before. The grate's there because I'll let heat up from underneath. I'm going to have a little bit of a fireplace there, a stove on the far side, and a chimney going up through there. That missing piece of roofing, there's actually 4 I think it's going to take for me to put there. I can do that today or tomorrow, because even tomorrow early I don't think we're going to get rain. Now let me go back out this way. Oh, and these pine boards that I've got to walk on up there, that's the material I have. Here they are. They're long, they're beautiful. That's the material I have to build a door. Can you imagine a barn with a door actually on there? What else was I going to show you? Oh, and then much of what I'm doing on that end, the northern end, I'll duplicate here on the southern end. This roof I'm going to completely change. I'll use the rafters over, but I'm going to have it, instead of sloping toward the south, I'm going to have it slope toward the east and west, pretty much just like that one. Now, for reasons that are probably a little bit hard to explain, but I'm sure it will be better. I'll tell you some of them. One of them is for light to come up from above instead of below. Another is to have basically a workbench going the whole way along there. Now, this area in the guest house, it will be absolutely handicapped accessible. It is already, because I could, as you can see, I can drive my pickup in here. I could bring somebody in here, or take somebody out in an ambulance. So that's a little bit of a history. There's my present job, though, and what I learned there, I'll apply to what I do here. I want to make it so that I actually have a stair, at the very least, a low stair that'll go up and make it possible to walk out without using a ladder, to actually walk out onto that part of the roof. I'll have to open a doorway through there to do that, but I think I'm willing to do it. And I have so much wonderful material available that I've been saving for years. Pieces long enough, here for example, pieces long enough to deal with the span, those pieces. I delved into them yesterday. All right, I'm going to stop filming and probably turn my camera off.